Every 17-year-old is the same. We all want to be popular. We want to be cool. We want to stand out in the crowd. We want to impress total strangers with our very presence. We want to do things our own way, with no thought of consequences. I'm 17. Do I feel this way? Sure I do. So what do I do about it? Live free? Party hard? Drive fast? Play the music loud? No. I don't do any of that. Why? Because I'm Amish. This is my house. This is my room. This is my wall. If I had pictures, this is where they would be hanging. So that's what it's like to be Amish. It's quiet, peaceful, bland, uninteresting, and dull. But I have this whole other side of me that my family has never seen. Now these are my friends, Obadiah and Micah. When no one's around, I call them Oba and Mick. Now Mick here, he's the oldest, and he's been out the farm a few times, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know the streets pretty well. I've made a few connections. There's a guy I know who can give me a great deal on some weed mixed in a little pot. It's good stuff, but I have to admit, it just never gives me a buzz.
And Oba, well, Oba, he's just Oba. Sometimes we do shots. That's a good one. He's been practicing. Oh yeah, do you want to know what I love the most? Every Saturday night, me and the boys, we find some girls. And you want to know where we go? This is as close to the real world as we get. Here, I can feel normal. I don't know what I would do if anyone ever took this away from me. So, I'm Amish. But I'm also 17. Boys, we gathered you here today because we need to tell you something very important and rather disturbing. We have recently learned that in town there are plans to, they're going to build a water park.
All right.
Water park, pray father? Whatever is that? I know, you poor innocent boys have never heard of a water park. I was hoping that you would be spared, but alas, what dark world we live in. The water park has come among us, and you must be told.
Yes, they must be told.
Yes, they must.
Then one of us must tell them.
Brother Amos, you've been to a water park, haven't you?
What?
You've seen a water park before.
Certainly not. I would never even walk past one. Brother Caleb, how would you describe them?
Well, water parks they're moral flesh pots is what they are. They have these obscenely colored tubes which they fill up with water and people go through them and get all wet. And the worst part is they let boys and girls go through the same tubes. Lord knows what they're doing in there.
The point is, boys, that when the water park opens, you will no longer be able to go to town anymore.
Well, take a last look at it. 'Cause soon, it'll all be gone.
You can't give up that easily. There has to be a way to stop the water park from coming in.
Maybe our fathers could tell everyone they're immoral.
That's it. That's what we'll do. If everyone's afraid to go to the water park, they won't build it, right?
I guess so. What are you getting at?
Come with me.
Good evening. We begin today with our top story. A new gang is making its presence known on the streets. Jody Lynn has the details.
The graffiti that you see here is the latest in a series of threats being made by a new cult that has been popularly dubbed the Amigh Gang. "Thou shalt not buildeth thine watery park" is the sinister demand painted upon this wall. The other messages have included, "Thine park is all wet," and "I like Walmart." At first, these threats were thought to be part of an elaborate hoax. But last week, when the bulldozers broke ground for the water park, the Amigh Gang turned their threats into action. George Brown is in charge of excavating the land in preparation for building the water park known as Watopia. The gang came after him. Here's what he had to say about his experience.
So I'm walking down the street, and the buggy pulls up beside me. The guy gets out, pushes me in, and it's all sticky and smelly in there. And they drove me around. They started asking me all these questions like, what do you know about the water park? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know. I just needed a job.
Gang activity on the rise. Citizens are beginning to wonder if plans for the water park should be abandoned. But the owner of Watopia, Colonel Parker, has not wavered in his commitment to the project.
I don't see any reason to let these Amish crime lords intimidate me. I want all you Amish and Quaker fellas out there to know that this is America and the water park is coming to town.
Amish don't have televisions there, fella.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Reporting live from Watopia, this is Jody Lynn.
Excuse me, are you who they call Mr. Snakes?
It's me, Chubby.
Chubby. I don't like you gang boys.
I don't like you rich boys, but it seems like we have a common enemy, so I'd suggest we learn to work together.
These Amish gang kids, I want them off the streets. You think you can help me out with that?
Sure, I could help you out. For a price.
The Amigh Gang has a stronghold somewhere in this area. We're gonna enter their turf, we're gonna infiltrate their clubs, and we're gonna seek out the big man. Boys, this is your enemy. If you want to defeat your enemy, you must become your enemy.
Yeah, Mr. Snakes? Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I think this is them. Uh-huh.
Boys, come on inside. Boys, I'm sure you've heard of the Amigh Gang? Yes, and we don't want that gang influencing you.
Yeah. Like y'all might get inspired to go out and start your own gang.
Boys, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, it's quiet, peaceful, and pleasant, and nothing exciting ever happens there. What art thine's point, Father? We're moving. All of us are moving to Pennsylvania and the heart of Amish country. From this moment on, the Amigh Gang is no more. This means no more graffiti, no more terrorizing the town.
Oba, that means you're gonna have to release those cats you kidnapped.
Even little Jeremiah?
Yeah, little Jeremiah too.
But we were just starting to be like a real gang.
Listen, the Amigh Gang is no more. You don't want to move to Lancaster, do you? Well, listen, guys, we'll just lay low for a while. After a while, people will forget about us, and that'll be the end of it.
John, quick, there's something you gotta see.
It's a threat. If we don't do what they say, they're gonna tell everyone we're the Amigh Gang.
All right, boss.
So this is the Amish gang. Bunch of kids.
We're not the Amigh Gang anymore. We quit.
That's right.
So go ahead and build your Watopia. You'll never hear from us again.
It's not that simple, boys. Thanks to you, everybody's afraid to go to the water park.
Well, what do you want us to do about it?
You're going to tell everyone that you're the Amish gang.
We can't do that.
Don't worry, boss. We got this.
Wait! We'll tell.
You will go on the news tonight and tell everyone that you're an Amish gang.
Whatever you say, just let us tell our families first. Fathers, I know that you've been telling us that the Amish gang is evil, and I don't want you to be angry, but what I'm trying to say, fathers, is that there are some gang members living right here in this house. All right, we confess. Now what? We're all gang members. We went rogue a couple weeks ago.
That's why we wanted to move to Lancaster. See, we can't trust ourselves here.
You see, boys, we had a pretty wild youth. With the water park and the gang, we're all getting caught back up in it. We're deeply ashamed. That's disgusting.
I'm shocked.
I'm appalled, Father.
You sicken me.
We're gang members too.
What? Yes, we might as well confess. We're the Amish gang. That's disgusting.
I'm shocked.
How dare you? Chicken corpse. Milk duds.
We call ourselves the corn cribs.
But it's true. We broke into the colonel's office, stole this file.
Put that away.
We can't deny it any longer.
Is this true?
It sure is. But I don't know what we can do about it.
Good evening. Welcome to a very special edition of The News. Tonight we are talking with the leader of the Amish gang. This young man was once an agent of terror. He instilled in our happy community a sense of fear of the most innocent form of fun, a fear of water parks. Tonight he's here to recant his actions and tell us about how he is now walking on the straight and narrow path of righteousness. John, I thought the Amish didn't believe in violence.
Yes, that's true. They don't believe in violence.
Then how do you explain your actions?
I'm not the Amish. I'm John. And John believes in standing up for his principles.
Which are?
Water parks are immoral.
You really believe that?
Yes, I have a contract here, signed by the Colonel and Mr. Snakes. The contract says that if the undersigned Mr. Snakes can destroy the Amish gang, Colonel Parker will give him half of his stake when the water park opens. His actions would lead to widespread corruption and crime. I'm just a simple country boy, but I would say that the Colonel is using his own private enterprise to fund the illegal underground operation.
Well, folks, there you have it. Water parks are immoral. Good night.
Boys, come on inside. Man.
Just do it one more time.
Wow.
Okay, guys. Here we go.